love hit me on bar one, bar one. Didn't know your name, but I knew you were the one, the one. One kick through the floor, and I wanted more. You were leaning by the decks, eyes on every tiny check. Not the loudest in the place, but the calm inside the bass. When the DJ pressed play, you just smiled and looked my way. I could feel my heartbeat jump with that very first thump. Let the bass rewrite my rules. I've been such a guarded fool. If I move a step your way, will you wanna stay? Push me to your stair. Love hit me on bar one. Didn't need a backstory to know what I'd begun. If this ends in morning light, you still change my life. We start talking in the breaks, trading truths and tiny aches. You say music saved my soul, I say same, it made me whole. Somewhere between snare and clap, we fall through a hidden trap, landing in a gentle space, made of sound and grace. Let the chords explain the rush, more than any crush. I don't need to name this yet, to be glad we met. Your love hit me on bar one. All my little safety plans came undone. Every scent across the air pushed me to your stair. Love hit me on bar one. Didn't need a backstory to know what I'd begun. It descends the morning light, you still change my life. Maybe we're just neon fools, breaking all the careful rules, but I'd rather bruise my heart than not even start. So when they say love takes time, I'll say sometimes it just needs one perfect bar and a pair of eyes. Love hit me on bar one. Deep house riding us in glowing rhythm. If we never meet again, I'll remember when. Bar one. You and me. Bar one. You and me. You and me. You took my breath in one glance. Didn't even move, didn't need a second chance. Crowd was moving left and right, like an ocean made of light. I was hiding in the haze, counting all my careful days. Then your eyes cut through the smoke, like a lighthouse through a storm. Suddenly my chest forgot how to breathe or stop. Let the deep house hold this rush of a brand new crush. If I step into your space, will I lose my place? You took my breath in one glance, under all these lasers I forgot how to act. Every kick inside my chest beat against my best. You took my breath in one glance. Didn't need a story, didn't need a second dance. lost you for a while. You look lost but in a way that I recognize today. We both laughed at what you said, 'cause it mirrored in my head. Two outsiders in this scene, finding something clean. Let the sense describe the pull more than words are full. I don't know what this will be, but I feel it free. Ooh, you took my breath in one glance, one glance. Under all these lasers I forgot how to act, how to act. Every kick inside my chest beat against my best. You took my breath in one glance, one glance. Didn't need a story, didn't need a second dance, second dance. If we never meet again, I'll remember then. Maybe years from now I'll stand in some other distant land, hear this very same motif and taste this belief. You took my breath in one glance, one glance. Deep house holding us inside this fragile chance, fragile chance. If our lives are far apart, you still want my heart. You took my breath in one glance, one glance. And for once I didn't run from circumstance, circumstance. When this playlist starts to play, I'll go back to today. And I knew. I used to mock the stories where they just knew right away. Called it careless, called it crazy. Said I never loved that way. Then you showed up with that smile, gentle eyes that held a fight. Every word you dropped in there felt like simple light. Let the deep house drown my doubt while I figure out if I listen to my chest, will it choose what's best? It feels too fast to be this true, this true. Every beat is shouting this is meant for you. If I slow this down with fear, I might lose you here. Too fast to be this true, this true. But my soul's been waiting for a heart like you. If we fade at morning gray, I'll still bless today. You don't promise me the moon, you just say I'm scared but here. We both laugh at how it moves, this connection we feel here. Talking close between the drops, about childhood pain and loss. All the things we never shared with the ones who stare. Let the sense support this leap into something deep. We can't know the end from here, but we can be clear. It feels too fast to be this true, this true. Every beat is shouting this is meant for you, for you. If I slow this down with fear, I might lose you here. Too fast to be this true, this true. But my soul's been waiting for a heart like you, like you. If we fade at morning gray, I'll still bless today. I'm tired of living half, every crack. I would rather risk this fall than not feel at all. So if it's too fast and still, this true deep house, vocal house will testify for us too. If tomorrow we're apart, you still healed my heart. Too fast to be this true, but I'll follow where this rhythm pulls me through. When the song returns someday, I recall this day. Too fast, too real, too real. If all goodbye, see you twice, I still wanna kiss you before goodbye. You told me you're leaving soon, different city, different moon, just in time to clear your head from a life that felt half dead. I said I've been stuck right here, swimming circles in my fear. Somehow in this neon air, both our hearts got bare. Let the nudisco guitar frame how brave we are. If we step a little close, will we hurt the most? If I'm never gonna see you twice, I still wanna kiss you before goodbye, goodbye. Every beat beneath our feet makes this moment sweet. If I'm never gonna see you twice, let this deep house be the reason that we try. Even if we fall apart, you still touch my We could play it safe and smile, say it was nice then walk for miles, never knowing what it's like to let feelings take the mic. But your eyes are asking loud, can we choose ourselves right now? So I nod and drop my guard like a falling star. Let the sun erase the doubt of the world outside. We don't know them any proof of this tiny truth. If I'm never gonna see you twice, I still wanna kiss you before goodbye, goodbye. Every beat beneath our feet makes this moment sweet. If I'm never gonna see you twice, let this deep house be the reason we try. How do we try? Even if we fall apart, you still touch my heart. One day when you're far away on some random weekday, this track begins to play. You recall today. So if fate won't let us meet again, I'll still be grateful for this little bend where I chose to risk my pride just to feel alive. If I'm never gonna see you twice, know that kissing you tonight still changed my life. This when it's right, next starts you'll be in my heart before goodbye. We were real. You went straight into my open wounds. Didn't flinch, didn't run, rude, just made room. I told you I was damaged, said my heart is full of cracks. the ghosts that drag me back. You just nodded, didn't flinch, didn't take a single inch. Step away from who I am. You just took my hand. Let the deep house hold this space as we both embrace. If I show you every scar, will you still stay close? You went straight into my open wounds. Didn't try to fix me fast or change my tune. You just let the music play while you chose to stay. Straight into my open wounds. You're the bravest thing that ever passed this room. If we never make it far, you still heal my heart. We keep dancing slow and soft while the crowd is getting lost. You ask gentle, careful things, never pulling on the strings. I can feel my body breathe in a way that's new to me. Like my chest has gotten wide since you're by my side. Let the sin protect this trust, growing out of dust. We don't need a label yet to be glad we met. You went straight into my open wounds. Didn't try to fix me fast or change my tune. You just let the music play while you chose to stay. Straight into my open wounds. You're the bravest thing that ever passed this room. If we never make it far, you still healed my heart. If someday we break apart, I will still protect your part. As the one who proved to me I can still be seen. When this 2020 mix shakes another room like this, I will close my eyes and know where my healing flows. You went straight into my open wounds. Deep house under every word we said and knew. Even if we play with time, you were still It's you and I against the noise tonight. Deep inside this pulsing light, people shouting at the bar. Phones are glowing like small stars. Every corner has its mess, every human has its stress. But right here on this small square, where your hands hold back my head, all the chaos falls away. All I feel is safe. Let the deep house be our shield in this battlefield. If we dance a little more, will we find the door? It's you and I against the noise, the noise. In a world that treats our hearts like little toys, every kick beneath our feet makes this bond complete. You and I against the noise, and we don't need a shout to find our voice. If they never understood, answer phones. I admit I've done the same. Scared to even say my name. Now we stand here side by side with no mask we have to hide. Music swirling in our veins, washing off the pain. Let the sin support our truth like a softer roof. We can silence all the world, but we choose each other. Ooh, it's you and I against the noise, the noise, the noise. In a world that treats our hearts like little toys, little toys. Every kick beneath our feet makes this bond complete. You and I against the noise, the noise, the noise. Yeah, we don't need a shout to find our voice, find our voice. If they never understand, we still hold this land. When the lights turn bright and cold, and the crowd grows old, we can carry what we found far beyond this sound. Tonight it's you and I against the noise. Deep house, vocal house surrounded by a choice. If tomorrow pulls apart, we still share this heart. You and I against the noise, the noise. When this track returns, I'll hear your hidden voice, but ring you're not alone. Even on your own, against the noise. Against the noise. Love wrote us in one night, under all these colored lights. We were just two separate lines on a crowded, noisy page. Both of us had failed designs on our maps of love and pain. Then the DJ found a track that connected every crack. Words and beats and glances spun till we felt like one. Let the nudisco guitar underline our hearts. If tomorrow tears the page, we still had this stage. Love wrote us in one night, with a deep house pen and neon light, neon light. Every chorus, every verse healed a little hurt. Love wrote us in one night, one night. Even if the morning edits out our lines, if we never make a book, I'll still keep this hook. You described your broken dreams, jobs and people, shattered schemes. I described my quiet fears of wasting all my younger years. Then we laughed at how we both sound like chapters others wrote. Now we stand and make a vow. Let's write this one now. Let the past protect this page from our old mistakes. We can't promise how it ends, but we can be friends. Love wrote us in one night, with a deep house pen and neon light, neon light. Every chorus, every verse healed a little hurt. Love wrote us in one night, one night. Even if the morning edits out our lines, if we never make a book, I'll still keep this hook. When I'm older in my bed, returned to this small page where I felt no cage. Love wrote us in one night, and this 20 feelingmix burning bright, burning bright. Even if we fade from view, I'll remember you. Love wrote us in one night. Some folks getting all their life. When this playlist starts again, I'll go back to then. One night, one night, one night, one night. I choose you before I'm ready. Heart is shaking but it's steady. Every book and every friend said get healed and then pretend. You're not looking, you're not pressed. You're just living, you're just blessed. But I'm standing here with you, feeling something bright and new. I'm not fixed and I'm not done, but you feel like sun. Let the deep house hold my fear while I pull you near. If I jump before I'm whole, will it break my soul? I choose you before I'm ready. While my hands are still a little unsteady. I don't have it figured out, but I have no doubt. I choose you before I'm ready. If we fall apart, we'll still have something heavy to remember when we're old. How we both were bold. You admit you're scared as well of the ways that love can fail. You say I don't have a map, just a heart that still can crack. We both smile and nod along as the DJ drops this song somewhere in the kick and snare. We say let's go there. Let the Sims record this choice in our shaking voice. We're not promising for sure, just let's both be pure. I choose you before I'm ready. While my hands are still a little bit unsteady. I don't have it figured out, but I have no doubt. I choose you before I'm ready. If we fall apart, we'll still have something heavy to remember when we're old. How we both were bold. Even if our past divide and we love some other time, I will never call this wrong, just a needed song. So I choose you before I'm ready.